I skipped you.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, I don't watch the show that often, but I'm pretty sure
you know
just
how turns work. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, why don't you give us a story?
Okay, so
hopefully yours is.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
So this is from CNN. UK government to ban gay conversion therapy. Okay. So just reading through the top here. The British government is planning to outlaw so-called gay conversion therapy as part of an effort to counter intolerance and discrimination. The £4.5 million initiative follows a survey of LGBT people that found 2% of the 108,000 respondents had undergone conversion therapy, while 5% have been offered it. The survey also casts light on the discrimination faced by lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and transgendered people, with more than 2/3 of participants recording they avoid holding hands with a same-sex partner in public out of fear people will react negatively. In a statement, British Prime Minister Theresa May said she had just been struck by just how many respondents said they cannot be open about their sexual orientation or avoid holding hands with their partner in public for fear of negative reaction. No one should ever have to hide who they are or what they love, they said. This LGBT action plan will set out concrete steps to deliver real and lasting change across society, from health and education to tackling discrimination and addressing the burning injustices that LGBT people face. So yeah, they're launching this new initiative, which is going to coincide with Pride Week in London. The announcement coincided with the Pride Week in London, excuse me. Yeah. And so yeah, it's pretty interesting. That
looks good on you.
Looks good on UK. Yeah. So let's bring that over to America, and we're all good to go. You know,
not this administration.
Yeah, I remember seeing gay conversion therapy billboards in my hometown, just like 2 years ago, like not even that long before some people protested where I live at. So, you know, it's wild.
Sends them to the re-education camps.
I've heard terrible stories about what they do in those places, and I hear it varies as well, the kind of techniques, because I mean it's not really scientifically based, so it's kind of anything goes. You know, I mean I've heard everything from like electroshock to, you know, all kinds of.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like its degree of scientificness. There's a lot of fields. So 0 is a measure of scientificness, to be clear. But I don't know. There's a lot of things that are unregulated where people just do whatever the fuck they want. Like if you go in for an addiction to help with that, you can get anything basically.
Right.
But I mean, I'm all for them not having non-science torture, and it does bring up the fact that even under, I'm trying not to sideline this.
What did you say?
What?
You're all for non-science torture?
I'm all for banning non-science torture.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You missed a crucial word.
Missed a word there.
I was like, that's going to go on a quote somewhere.
That's going to... Don't tell them, no.
It's going on a meme.
Oh, God. President of the ACA.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't do their job for them, Jamie.
No.
Let them figure it out.
Yeah. There is there's an Instagram account dedicated entirely to hating on Eric and myself.
All right, cool.
We find it hilarious.
Yeah, I made that. Did you not?
Was that you?
No, I'm just kidding. That's not me.
We've been trying to find the person. Because honestly, I can't tell 100% whether it's parody or not. It's probably.
What if I did and that just came out to you right now that I made it? Would that be?
Well, this would be entirely appropriate story to come out during. Yeah, no, it's good that there's a turn away from, well, I think that's icky, so let's change the people that I don't like.
Right.
Just as a social idea, as a good way to go.
Yeah.
I think the problem is we're all entirely in agreement on this story.
There's no argument.
This is why you should never talk about good news, because we're all in agreement with reality about how good this is.
Well, it's just crazy to me that this is still happening. Like that we still have to have conversations on why this is a bad thing.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm so enlightened now, right? But it's like, you know, when I was a Christian, I thought that like being gay was wrong. Like that was a belief I had, but I didn't have any like good reasons why besides like the Bible says so.
A verse.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's no really good, like, secular reasons why, outside of, like, God says so that I can think. I mean, there was always, like, oh, well, there's higher transmission of, like, STDs and things like that. But it's like fine, don't have sex with them with STDs. Like, I don't, you know, just letting people live their lives and not bothering them. You know, some people just have a problem with that. I don't know. It's very strange to me. I don't really understand.
Let people enjoy things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I was, I'm not going to say the church, but there was a church that I did hang out with for a part of a time. And the college group had like one of those spring break conference trips things, and there was a guy there that was talking about a gay conversion therapy thing he was a part of, and he did this presentation about how gay men are usually gay because they didn't have like good father figures in their life, and it was like their testosterone just wasn't as high or something. And it's just like,
oh, good grief!
Like, look, I know many manly gay dudes, okay, like, they're pretty buff, and they could beat me up for sure. You know, you can't just say stuff like that, and it was just when I heard this from these people, I was like, this is just wild. Like, you guys just like accepted that as true because like it confirms with something you already believe. You know, like, you didn't even bother to fact check this dude because like every single thing he's saying is like absolutely like empirically wrong. Like, you can look that up and you test that. So
objectively wrong.
Objectively wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you heard that from Objectively Dan.
That's right. Yeah.
You should know.
I'm a subjective social construct, but even then I'm still subjectively objectively Dan.
Yeah. Right. Well, you're also objectively existent, or at least the basis for that social construct is objective.
Am I, Jamie?
Yes.
Am I really?
Yeah, yeah.
Is anything real?
What is that thing Jaden Smith says? He's like, how can we see mirrors if our eyes aren't even real? Have you seen that? You know what I'm talking about?
God.
Oh my God.
Jaden Smith's Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh,
really
wow. So good.
That's kind of old now. But
I haven't seen that.
Oh,
it's
my
really
God.
funny.
We can't bring that. This is fun. I was like, oh yeah, we're hanging out. Bring up a thing, and nope, we're doing a show.